Whoa.
Looks derelict. Is he really inside?
Something has me. Wards. Sorry, not this time.
So we gotta find the... Whoa, wow. Look at that. Careful, Red. Okay, so...
I'm back.
At long last.
I know.
Oh, there!
Doesn't seem to be here. Gotta be careful with the forces you play with, my friend.
I feel a draft.
From the invisible.
There you are. So we are here to investigate the governor's son, because sounds like he's been kind of like I thought. He's not the innocent guy he's trying to portray. Oh man, we can't even take that door out. So we gotta figure out how to get up there.
Guess we're not going that way.
There should be a way up here.
There it is.
What hides here in the dark? Come out, come out.
What is this? A collection of studies about the void. Oh no. First symbol, drawing of a witch symbol, ineffective. To be paired perhaps with another symbol to double the effect. Absolute failure, works if weakly. Third symbol, mixed together. Try this. Oh gosh. What is he trying to do? An attempt to translate the lesser Pelagianesis ritual into common English.
Looks like Lammy was trying to translate some sort of ritual.
Not any ritual. This is the lesser Pelagianesis.
I guess no one warned Lammy that grimy reincarnation rituals were not without risk.
What else do we got? 5th of September, 1690. I was not mistaken about the hidden potential in this region. The veil between Aralu and our world is particularly thin and therefore conductive to breaches. Looks like poor amateurs, they're now punished for eternity. Thanks to effort, I'm able to gain a great deal of knowledge about Aralu and succeed where everyone has failed. I requisition the help of Haskell's son, who, unlike his stupid father, has potential, and therefore can be great use to me.
This relay lad seems dangerous.
His apprentice seems to be following him down the same path.
The Book of Lesser and Major Affirmations.
So, what are you hiding in here, evil spawn?
Glancing at the original writing, Lammy's work was poor. No wonder the ritual he spawned for Caleb from those botched words of power went wrong.
More tools? Unfinished ghost ward.
More ghost wards. Someone was being extra careful.
Lammy's note. I can wait no longer. Father may preach or lull about with his selectmen friends in town, but words will not save these people. I have the power and the duty to act, not to cower with fear for our reputations. But Father has always feared the loss of reputation, to the point of abandoning his craft, leaving me to learn it in secret. For shame. If my father will not act, then I will.
He doesn't speak well of his dad.
Let's see.
Did he seek power? Was he hoping to step out of his father's shadow?
If he did, he went the wrong way about it. We need to get to the top floor. Bet we'll find something.
Wait, does that go back in?
The roots won't remain visible for long after I take the heart. Be quick. Red, come look.
What is this? Amulet of a Calare. I know. I'm so fancy. Manifestation point cost is decreased by 50, but damage taken by Antea increased by 30. Man, some of these things, when paired together, could be crazy. The subject immediately sensed my presence. Herbs have no particular effect. Failure once more, yet seemed to be deceived for a moment. Could this be linked to the organic tissue I used? Still not working as expected. I believe I am onto something. We'll finalize soon.
Why did he feel like he needed so much protection?
I mean, if you're dabbling in this stuff, wouldn't you want protection?
It's just a lift. Why is this mechanism so complex?
Because it goes somewhere it's not supposed
More
to.
magic mockery. He wished to disguise his presence, or perhaps to distract from it.
Farewell, weed. No crank. Great.
What did he think was going to happen, is my question, right? Because if he contacted whatever it was from the great beyond,
Good.
what was he going to do with it? How was he going to do it?
The lift should work now.
Anything going outside? No? Alright.
All this is more serious than we thought. I'm apprehensive. Not just because we're going underground.
We'll be careful. We don't know what Lammy was up to. And the signs are not encouraging.
No. Well, so he's trying to contact someone from the great beyond. He's trying to protect himself because he's worried about it. The question I have is, who do you think he was contacting? Right? Like, If he's messing with things that he's scared crapless about, how does he think that's gonna help him? I think
You know, I
somebody's...
could get to like it underground. The darkness, the gloom, the cool air.
Really?
No, not really. Not at all. Who there, corrupted weeds? Hellsballs. Another sorrow used as a guardian.
What the heck? Why did he create that? I mean, what does that mean for the breach being in the real world? I mean, holy crap. No wonder this nightmare has a really strong hold. Cripes with everybody doing the crap that they're doing. Not letting me do that right now.
Careful. It's been stung.
Watch out!
Where's the other one? There you are.
Let's end this. When all this is over, I might retire.
You'd miss it. You know you would. You need to see this.
Whoa.
Dead animals, again. Different symbols and magic. Seems they were used as bait. Is this how we got through the Sorrow's vigilance?
So, here we are.
I suppose now we step into the void.
Suppose we do.
Here we go.
Dark rituals, void breach, general weirdness. Lemmy can't be far.
Take care. The place is warded.
Somebody's warding the breach?
Wards work well enough. You didn't need to kill so many bots.
Demonologists use necromancy. Maybe he thought he'd bring them back when he was done. Red.
It's awfully calm. Why is it awfully calm?
Oh.
The ward's power is gone. Destroy those ghost wards, if you want me back.
I'll have to go above to destroy the rest of them.
Spectres. They haven't noticed us. Stay low.
What the heck is this?
Piss off! You bastard! I don't think he likes us much.
Creepy hideout. The governor's spawn likes a bit of drama.
A hand-drawn map of the Harrows with the initials ER. 2 places have been circled: the abandoned mill and God's Acre Cemetery. The veil between Ar-Alu and the Incarnate seems particularly thin in these two areas. A breach? That'd explain a few things, for sure.
This one's different. Looks like it died diseased.
Obscure demonology writings. Ghostly apparitions can be controlled, or at least shepherded, with a variety of known rituals. They must be performed with great care lest control be ceded, to potentially catastrophic effect. If the words of power differ from 0.1 intensity and appropriate protections are not carefully used, the ghost will appear, but will not bend to the will. Interesting.
This is some dark, sideways magic.
It's forbidden. I've read it.
Sometimes I worry about you. Ugh. What is this thing?
Banisher rule number 4.
If it oozes, don't touch it. Another botched experiment?
It may be native to the void. So, you can see me. Aren't you full of surprises, young Master Haskell?
You may talk. A Banisher ghost. Amazing. How on God's earth did you find me? Never mind that. Thank the Lord you did. Thought I was going to grow old in here.
What?
Were you stuck in here?
In the Araloo? Originally, I was searching for the source of the poisoning. I may have overestimated my talents. Still, an amazing place to be stuck in, no? Tell me, how did you get past the Guardian beneath the mill? Did you use a decoy?
We fought it. Don't change the subject.
You fought it? Of course you did. A good thing, too. I was starting to think it was wise to me tricks. Oh, but I have so many questions.
This isn't a social call, kid. And we're the ones with the questions.
Oh. Of course.
You see ghosts. You stroll the void as if it were your garden. You possess and share forbidden rituals. Who are you really?
I'm Lammy Haskell, and I am a man of many sciences. I am in fact a true pursuer.
That raises more questions than it answers.
Yeah.
What are the pillars of the universe? Which principles underpin existence? As occultists, do we change the world or scratch upon its surface? Each discipline I embrace peels back a new layer of reality. I'm yet at the beginning, and see where I already stand. Amazing, no?
You did not find the void breach beneath the mill by accident. You had help. Who taught you?
I did my research.
Suddenly, you're a man of few words.
I'd rather not involve those not present. Discretion, you understand.
Your father is convinced a witch poisoned his well. Caleb Watson was cursed by a ritual you gave him. I'd focus if I were you.
We must counter the devil with knowledge of his tricks. That, my father always said, is the purest of God's work.
Aye. I can imagine your father saying that.
When I was 10, he gave me my initiation. Demonology, sir, as he would say. He saw me as his heir. Then, of a sudden, the books were forbidden. So I stole them, the very same books he'd forced upon me as a boy. I understand them where he does not. I did no wrong, apart from a little theft.
Okay.
We must talk of Caleb Watson. Why in the hell would you give him a resurrection ritual?
Ruth's death hit poor Caleb hard. He was alone, and so I would often stop by his workshop. We talked. He took a keen interest in my studies and was a good listener. When he learned that she could possibly return, he had one question. How?
You saw his grief as an opportunity to test the effects of the lesser palingenesis.
Oh, you know the ritual too? Amazing, isn't it?
I've studied it. The actual ritual, not the mangled version you gave Caleb.
Yes, and I'm sorry. I found it in a copy of De Occulti Philosophia by Cornelius Agrippa von Nettersheim. A remarkable book.
I've met my fair share of illustrious occultists, and none owned an authentic Agrippa. Much is lost in translation or altered in the printing. I doubt your copy is an exception.
Of course! The power is in the words, and mine were wrong, so the power went awry. How very fascinating.
How did you get that from what I just said?
You mistake foolishness for audacity. You must mend your ways.
Surely the acquisition of knowledge cannot be a sin.
Will you still say that when Pennington accuses you of witchcraft? You must remember Deborah.
Miss Comenius. Yes, of course, I remember.
Your father tasked us with an investigation. One way or the other, we must return with the mystery solved.
Ah. I think I understand what you're saying. I might be in a tiny little bit of, danger.
You think so?
From the looks of this place, you're knee-deep in research. What are you doing here exactly?
Searching for the origin of the Harrow's Plague, of course. And I have a theory on the subject.
Of course you do. Go on then.
Now, at first, I believed the water poisoned, but my father sealed the well, and yet folk remained sick. They looked for witchcraft, a foolish, uneducated suspicion, yes, but with some truth concealed behind it. You see, the Araloo taints New Eden. Its influence leaches into the Harrows. The evidence is everywhere.
Really?
By the Araloo, do you mean the void?
Neither name does it justice. This place is beyond words. The Araloo, Mr. McCraith, is made of the very fabric of our primordial myths. Isn't it amazing?
How can you be sure the void has tainted the region?
In New Eden, the threshold between our plane and this is thin. Even I, a novice, may reach the frontier and then go beyond. I also believe it happened before. Some years ago, New Eden was hit by another epidemic.
Yes, we learned of it in Fort Jericho.
I believe that first epidemic was caused by the porosity of the frontier between New Eden and the Araloo. Although, where theirs was an affliction of burning flesh, ours is a corruption of mind and spirit. And I believe I have found its source. There is a substance, a strange ooze. You may have noticed it. This, I believe, is the true source of the Harrow's poison. It carries a particular stink, on the scent of which I experience first confusion, then a loss of control over my limbs.
What?
What do you expect to find at the source of the ooze?
To find a cure. The ooze seeps into our world, sickening us. I may be able to stop it. Unfortunately, I cannot reach the source. The Araloo is a formidable place. Tricky. A maze constantly evolving, changing, reshaping itself. The isthmus, for example. I found an oozing crack in the ground. The terrain then remade itself, and I can get to it no longer.
Perhaps we might be able to find a way through and take a look at that source.
Would you? That would be splendid. Would you mind taking notes?
Isn't the case of...
Let's
Meanwhile...
go take a closer look at that ooze then.
And with that sorrow gone, I can leave. Do be careful. My home is your home. If you need anything, help yourself.
The Araloo is not your home, Lammy. But thank you.
Pardon my morbid enthusiasm, Mistress Duarte, but could I ask you a few questions?
What do you wish to know?
Do you still need to eat? Do you feel hunger? Sorry, it's just you're the first ghost I've met, in person, as it were.
I don't eat. Not in the way you do. I feel hunger. Again, not in the way you do.
Fascinating. And can you touch things, smell them? Are colours the same as you remember them?
My senses are different. It's difficult to describe how. I can see, sometimes touch. I cannot smell. Red tells me this is a blessing.
How do you manifest in this plane? Do you feel bound, or are you here by choice?
It feels as if I were clinging to a rope, high above the abyss. Even if I wished to let go, I could not bring myself to do it.
I see. What about your banisher skills? Can you use them? Do the accoutrements of your craft still work? As a ghost, do they not harm you?
The marks on my hands and the rings on my fingers aren't actually there. They have no more effect on me than a memory.
yeah.
Can you talk to any ghost you wish?
No. I sense traces of their presence. To talk to them, I must still do the work.
And yet here I am, talking to you. How marvellous. The dead are rarely as articulate, nor are they accommodating. In fact, they're often quite rude.
We should probably get going. Some other time, then.
But we've merely scratched at the surface of the great mysteries. I mean, look around us. We stand here beyond the ultimate frontier. Sorry.
Antea, we should get going. So, the pious governor's unassuming son is our evil Harrow's witch.
Told you.
I was as earnest as he. Ah, the rank enthusiasm of youth. It's sickening, really.
Well...
I don't know that I buy Lammy's hair of the dog theory. But I feel strange, and I suspect the ooze.
Only one way to find out. Oh, God. I need a wee bit of help here.
Yes, I can take it. Ugh, Lammy was right. This stuff means business.
Weird there. Perfect.
They never learn, do they? Throwing a tantrum. I can help.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
It oozes through the breach, suppurates like a festering wound.
How delightful.
Let's see what lies on the other side.
Yeah, where does this go to?
Where are we now?
Underground, looks like.
Wonderful.
Oh wow, I'm actually not that far from town.
The ooze affects the incarnate, too. Who goes there?
What the heck?
Is that a ghost?
I don't know. But I don't think we're alone. What might you be, then?
What was...
Oh, shite.
Did you just say shite? You?
What the heck is that thing?
It's bigger than I thought it'd be.
Is that a house from the Harrows?
We may be below the well.
No wonder they all got sick.
Well, this is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Like, as a problem. Letter from Amity Gibbs. Dearest parents, Rube and I are settled here in the Providence. My home is quaint but lovely. You would like it, I think. Perhaps you'd argue against the colors. We attend the meeting house. Visiting. Okay.
This house belonged to a certain Antipas and Clemency Gibbs. I feel something close.
Let's see this first. What's this? As above, so below. That's a ring? That's a cool looking ring. Using leap increases the damage of the next punch attack by 150%. Gibbs farm account books. Wall repair. Looks like
The
supplies.
Gibbs' land was barren. They were struggling for money.
Look up. The ooze, oozed through the very stone.
And of all of them, just this one house fell down.
Maybe it was personal.
Was the Gibbs' house targeted by the ooze?
Obviously. Look around you.
Gibbs, I thank you for your note. God himself knows times are hard. Think that you could not honor our last order of grain was understandable. We found ourselves in a similar position and, upon the deaths of our last cattle, must cancel our next order. Oh, jeez. What's this?
Mr. and Mrs. Gibbs, have you read my paper?
I read it, aye. And then I washed my hands and prayed for grace. You claim to prove that there is no curse. Well,
A witch would say that, wouldn't she?
Wherever people gather to live, disease takes hold, and I believe... What are you doing?
your evil lies shall be destroyed. We know who you are, and you shall be judged. Witch!
That was Deborah. She built a case for her rationality, and they tore it apart.
Try this on for size.
Was I not paying attention? Yep, I was not.
Beware. Wards.
All right.
Watch out! Spectre possession.
Something has me. Wards.
Wait, so that means somebody was down here at some point to ward it. Right?
Better.
You're welcome.
Now let's inspect the body.
Can we? I don't think I can.
Wasn't I always?
Expected no
another in sight. Get the hell out of there!
Someone didn't want to stay dead.
What's this? Haskell and his town flock are here, fled from their homes. We have room for all in the harrows. There is a mold on the wall near the front door. I shall scrape it off. The mold has turned sticky black and oozes between the boards. The crops, such as they were, have failed. The governor's band of weak-hearted souls have brought the curse with them. May the Lord deliver us. God will not help because our governor uses magic. His boy, what's his name, the idiot, he put a pagan totem by the house. I tore it down. Anatpaz said he saw Haskell throw something into the well and then the earth shook. What are the Haskells up to?
Clemency Gibbs blamed the epidemic on a witch. Come from New Eden Town with the governor.
That's not what Deborah was saying.
The Gibbs were not at home to rational explanations.
The greedy shall fall, and their certitudes be swamped when the final judgment comes.
There we go.
See anything?
Either the water table is full of ooze, or there's another source.
Let's search upstream.
Okay. So was Deborah a demonologist too?
Over there.
Elusive little buggers.
Go there.
You bastard!
Ooh. Sweet. I believe that gives me some more health points. Hopefully I haven't missed one for the dowser.
Don't step in that. I mean it.
We'll find a way around that.
Wards. I'm going to need a hand here.
Those echoes we're hearing are the shadows speaking.
They always appear near the ooze.
So do the whispers.
But which came first?
Huh. Usually I'm pretty good about guessing stuff, but I don't.
The whispers say the same things over and over.
What kind of entity would be so obsessed?
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank.
To deliver you from the way of evil, your captives are unleashed upon you.
I am too.
Reinforcement!
That Spectre's looking for a body. Spectre, going for a meat suit.
Well, that was instant. Jesus, people.
This looks perfectly drinkable.
Famous last words.
Why hasn't the poison spread to the groundwater?
Perhaps it shifts and shapes, like the void. Well, at the very least, it shifts. Looks like the ooze comes from a distinct source. This whole country is rotten to the core.
And you're just now reaching this conclusion?
If I wanted your opinion, I'd give it to you.
Perhaps if you gave me the space to have one, then we'd both be better off.
Apparently after we say those words, we have to keep going forward.
Is it just me, or?
I felt it too.
Someone came through here, someone real, not just a shadow. Whoever it was, looks like the ooze got him. What do you think, Antea?
You wanted the space to have your own opinion. I'm giving it to you.
It's starting to affect them too.
This must be Antipas Gibbs. Hell of a fall to live through. Now join in any time, Antea.
What do you think I'm doing?
This is God's land. How could we let a witch come to our community? Instructing our children, no less.
'Tis no surprise. New Eden brims over with backsliders. The governor, chief amongst them.
Aye, many had to sicken and die for him to act. But the deed is not yet done.
We must fight the Lord's good fight and cast the devil out for good. Many want to try the witch, aye, and many want to see her dead.
Did we miss a few?
They brought more friends.
think you could take on a ghost? Can I join in too?
Those things came from the ooze. They're like those oriental shapeshifters we fought in Bremen.
Obake liquefy. This is something else. The ooze reacted to our presence. The Gibbs were so angry. Pure entitled bigotry.
Maybe they were affected by the ooze. I mean, we've been snapping at each other since we got here. Something's toying with us.
I think they made the ooze. I don't think the ooze made them.
Alright.
This is it. This is the source. How do we get to it?
You have turned your back from love, looked away when most needed. Enter.
This would do nicely if I wanted to put my legs up.
Something tells me this is a condemned well. Do you think you could get that bucket down? A vivid memory from the dead is somewhere near.
Okay. Well, let's go look at the vivid memory.
A strong memory clings to this place.
See?
The devil still breathes through her mouth. We are cursed, and you are stolen.
Clemency, Antipas, please. The woman has been jailed. As per custom, she will face trial and justice will be brought to this community.
Coming from a magic user himself. But can you or your demonologist discernment really be trusted?
Grapes.
Dare you insinuate such blasphemy? I'm a man of faith.
Then do what God commands of you. Governor, we ask for safety. If we do not get it, there will be consequences.
A set of Urim and Thummim, tools of divination and cleromancy, thought to reveal the will of God.
The governor used Urim and Thummim, and that made his flock suspicious.
Divination stones. He must have thrown them down the well when he sealed it. But why now?
Hiding the evidence, perhaps, of his role in the witch trial. They connected him to the demonology he used to reinforce his authority.
That echo proves that things were getting out of hand. For his son's safety and his own, Haskell must have feared the suspicious mob.
It's true. What do you think they're about to do to him and his son? Alright, let's do this. What is that? A feather?
This can't be good.
What is that? Oh, this is not good. This is not good.
Bring forward the accused.
Who are you?
Confess! Let them speak.
If we speak, so you listen?
Impudence! Provocation! Read the charges!
Jesus.
Let rule in the grave. You have blood on your hands and weakness in your heart. Guilty! Sworn to vanquish evil. You conspired with witches.
Sworn to banish all ghosts. Instead, you embrace one.
The charges. Cowardice.
Yeah.
Breaking. Deception. The verdict. Guilty. The sentence. Pain hereafter.
Holy shit.
I only seek the truth. Bloody hell. Is that me? I'm the one who has to fight him. What the hell just came out of that shadow?
It's working. Keep at it.
Take a seat. Fake me.
I never wanted this. I hate the very thing I've become. This is going to vex me.
Got it.
Banishers are guilty of poisoning the body politic. You portray yourselves as saviors sent to deliver us. But with your dark hearts, the evil only worsens.
Really?
Your witches. And witches must die.
And Tia died to help New Eden. And still we fight this curse.
What more do you want from us? I need to be the one to face it.
ya.
We have passed judgment. The guilty are known. Now justice is ours.
Is that right?
Enough. Can we please get out of here?
Gladly. Gladly.
That was awful. This trial. It was as if Deborah wanted us to face what she had faced. But all I feel is beaten.
Feel powerless. I were always one move behind. Justice miscarried here.
Of course. That's it. I know what that was. Such spectre of injustice has a name. The mythical infamy. I've only read about them. They're so rare, most think them a myth.
Ignorance caused this. A raging epidemic drove them out of their minds. Unable to look within, they pointed the finger.
And so a
Mercy.
terrible ghost was born, and sickness piled on sickness. Haskell has so much to answer for.
Yeah, when they can't explain anything. Or when they can't explain something. That's what they do. I don't know about you guys at home, but after a while I just cannot hear the preaching.
I'm picking up something spectral nearby.
Not to down anybody's faith or anything, I just, after a while... just can't listen to that. It's like a big circle to me.
According to the map, the treasure should be near.
Okay.
I take the heart, you take the roots. Quick and precise. Well done.
Okay, so...
Down there, I was tense. I was impatient.
The infamy's doing, not yours.
No. Doesn't change the feelings. I never thought I could feel such anger again.
They were Deborah's feelings, not yours.
Alright, so theory time. Deborah isn't the the nightmare, but it took all the things and focused them from her,
How
right?
refreshing it is to the soul to be at once.
Oh, God.
One thing above all else, my friends, is true. The wicked are at odds with themselves.
Oh, good. His latest sermon. We haven't missed it.
Yay.
The Lord's promise of salvation from hell pleases them. The Lord's salvation from misery and sin here on earth does not.
This doesn't look like salvation from misery and sin.
The wicked pray for deliverance from the fires of hell, while piling the kindling high. They proclaim their love for their Lord, yet, in His name, they serve themselves. Their self-regard crumbles in the light of their hateful iniquities.
So true.
Mr. McCraith, my friend, I'm so glad you agree. Now, the wicked man never questions...
I have your answers.
What? Yes, good. Perhaps we should discuss this privately, if you'll give me just a moment.
It's quite the story. You might not wish to hear it. Neither may the good people here.
Oh,
Please, this is not the time.
I love that.
We want to hear the story. Let the Banishers speak.
I would love
Tell
to
them,
out you.
Red. Tell them good.
Aye. There's a story that starts with a question. A question for you, Governor. And maybe for all the good people of New Eden. If I give you a witch, will you do what you did to Deborah Comenius?
Comenius, say you? The school teacher walked with the devil and paid the appropriate price. That's the beginning of the history and also its end.
Is it, though? Now, I've learned much about Deborah Comenius and what happened to her, and it tells a very different tale.
And what story, pray you, does it tell?
Huh. Let's focus on him.
It tells the story of a man, a latter-day King Solomon. When plague struck his subjects, they turned to him for guidance and protection, for they were God-fearing folk, and he was a godly king. The king's captain walled the sick away, but the plague spread on. The people grumbled. The king thought he might fall. He needed a sacrificial lamb.
You lose the run of your tongue, Mr. McCraith, and of the head to which it's fixed. There was no lamb. There was a trial, fair and lawful.
The trial was not fair. You had no proof, and you knew it.
Credible witnesses gave believable testimony, sir.
Witnesses like Gibbs, who pressured you into a guilty verdict to avoid being suspected of witchcraft yourself.
There was pressure, I'll not deny it. But I did what I did to protect the colony. It was a difficult time.
Okay.
The picture of yourself that you hold in your mind is that of a great occultist.
To repel the devil, the wise and fearless man must learn the Black Spy's tricks.
Uh-huh.
Do you then consider yourself a true demonologist?
In order that a war be just, 3 things are necessary. Firstly, the authority of the sovereign. Secondly, a just cause. Thirdly, a rightful intention.
Aye, the Summa Theologiae of St. Thomas Aquinas, a classic quote from which you have conveniently omitted an important detail. To wit, a just cause is required, namely that those who are attacked should be attacked because they deserve it on account of some fault.
Oh,
Have you ever wondered what lies beyond the veil, past the hem, beyond the invisible? Have you ever heard of the Araloo?
What gibberish is this?
No? Your good friend Etienne Roulet did not. It seems they knew worthy of his secrets. Never mind. You're a pompous coward, fearful of anyone different, as human as that is.
There must be a man to judge, or there is no order. A man to make the judgment, and a man to enforce it. Of all people, you know this.
I live and let live. I choose only for the dead.
I choose for the living. These people are sinners, sir, and must be led back to the light. This is
Really?
my mandate, my duty.
Really?
What do you really want, Governor?
I wish only to serve. I am the trusted servant of the good people of New Eden. Without me, they're lost.
Really?
Without them, you would be lost.
Yes. Maybe I do need them. How very human of me. But these people undoubtedly need me, Mr. McCraith. And there is no one else.
Admit it. You toy with magic you don't understand.
You, sir, are jealous.
I, sir, am tired. I've done my job, fulfilled my contract, I've found the source of the curse. The poison below the well is no more, no thanks to you.
Aha! Poison it was then. The weapon of the wicked, to weaken the people's will. What was it, belladonna, hemlock, foxglove?
Betrayal. Truth unspoken. Secrets and lies. Wrongs, basically. Your wrongs. The wrongs you visited upon Deborah Comenius. The wrongs that led to her death.
She died at the hand of the body politic. She died at all our hands. Most of all, she died at her own.
She died because she would not submit.
'Twas not my plan to kill her, stupid, stubborn woman. Why did she not confess? I would have granted clemency. I would have shown her mercy.
Oh gosh. You will sacrifice the current community pillar with a blame ritual. This decision will contribute to Antea's. You will spare the current community and leave them in charge. Oh god. Okay. Oh, this is crap. Nobody's gonna want to talk to you after you freaking kill him, though. Oh. But you really do not want to leave him in charge. To her ascent, okay. Because it leads to her ascent.
You say your flock forced your hand. For the greater good, you say you indulged their bloodlust. I believe you did it. I don't believe your motive. You delighted in your magical witch hunt, your trivial rituals. You thought you'd be lauded for your humility and skill. But you have neither. Now all around you crumbles. Yet still you state your claim as the rightful protector of the people of New Eden. I have found the culprit, the devil worshipper, the source of the evil that has befallen your community.
Give it to him, Red. Tell him.
Sorry, son.
You're having a laugh.
Can't be.
Him?
My son, a witch? You mock us, sir. Present proof or retract your ridiculous accusation.
Now you need proof. For years, Lammy studied your precious library of the forbidden, but he outdid his father. He learned. 'Twas Lammy who taught Caleb Watson the dark ritual that brought his beloved wife back from the dead.
I was trying to help. I did nothing wrong.
Shit.
Lord have mercy!
For shame.
The boy was always strange.
No. No, Lammy is a good boy. I won't have it.
Easy, Governor. Your son's intentions were sound, and his mistakes, grave as they were, did not poison the well.
Forgive me for swearing in the meeting house, but this is a blooming farce.
Have I ever failed you? In evil times, have we not endured? Have I not protected you?
Fooled by his own flesh. How could he be so blind?
I didn't think I was accusing him. The son.
Have faith. The Banisher has lifted the curse. Brighter days are here. I knew you were trouble. You and your lady. Look what you've done.
Don't push your luck, Haskell. I've given you a shot at redemption. It's more than you gave Deborah.
Damn you, Banisher. Paid in consideration of a curse lifted. All rights defended now and hereafter. I look forward to never seeing you again.
Don't count on it. The work's not done.
Well, that's gonna be a tough. Oof.
After all this, don't forget to rest.
So, what now?
What did Ceridian say when we first met her?
Once we'd weakened the Nightmare's influence, we could use the Void to enter its lair.
Deborah's grip on the settlers has diminished. We'll return to Ceridian's island. From there, the Void Breach will take us back to New Eden Town.
Just like that, eh?
Well, yes, just like that. Something bothering you.
But aren't we rushing things a little?
We've lost too much time already. We have a nightmare to confront, remember? Sometimes I hate the world. Another free woman, bright, sensitive, kind, murdered by a craven rabble too weak to face its own mediocrity. Cowards hiding behind fake virtue. And for what? They won't even say her name. Why? Why her?
Well,
You said it yourself. Deborah was a victim of their fear.
That's not enough. Her murder was another throw of a dice. Why is it always us who have to pay with our lives?
Aye. You did. And I regret my failure to my dying day and after it too.
I was not speaking of our situation. When I left Cuba, anything could have befallen me. I was bright, free, talented. Though I had the wrong tongue, the wrong sex, the wrong skin. I defied life. I expected so much more from the world. I was arrogant. Arrogant to believe I needed no one. To shut out my mother and experience curandera. And listen instead to my sister.
Your childhood friend. What happened?
I had little and wanted more. A dangerous thing when you have our type of talent. Anything could have befallen me, but it didn't.
This has been hard for you. For me too. Perhaps we should think of how far we've come together and take heart.
I am dead, Rory. I am dead, and sooner will be gone for good.
You think I don't know this?
Don't make this about you, Red.
I wasn't. Look, all this, it's a lot to endure. We're both exhausted. I know I am.
I cannot tire.
I know. I know how hard it's been for you.
You have no idea. None at all.
I'll do my best to understand, if you'll let me. We should have faith. Look at us. We'll get to where we're going.
Shut up, Red. Shut up. This isn't about what we have conquered or what we have achieved or how far we have journeyed. Look at us. Look at me. I loathe what I've become. Can't you see that?
I was trying to help. I'm sorry.
Stop apologizing.
No, she's gotta...
Good night.
She's gotta come to terms that she's not gonna be here anymore.
Antea, I would have gone with you. Not funny. I have to walk to the stupid bloody island. Antea, please tell me you're here.
I think I have to go this way.
There you are. Ready to go?
I just got here. Can we talk? Why did you leave me alone?
You are not alone. Can we go now?